What's the deal from Watts to the world, man? What's the dinner nail? It's your play upon the yeah. What's cracking out there? Hey, shout out to all my Heaties and Kikitis and all this and all that, man. Shout out to everybody that's going to be viewing this broadcast at some point in time, whether it's right now, currently live, you know what I mean, to where we can interact, get some engagement going on and all that, or at some time in the future. You feel what I'm saying? Wherever you viewing it from, at whatever time you viewing it, man, thank you for viewing it. You feel what I'm saying? It is your play upon the Bobby WJ. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, allow YouTube to do what it is YouTube does when YouTube does what it is that they do, and send out those notifications. Get some of you amazing individuals in here to view this broadcast live. And what we're going to be talking about is none other than the controversial Munchie B. Munchie B has made headlines again. Munchie B once again has the internet, these YouTube streets on fire. Once Munchie B get a solid team around him that better understands marketing, promotion, and so on and so forth, man, it's 500,000 with that little nigga name on it. You know what I mean? It's 500. Munchie B, listen, dog. I still believe that you are a confidential informant by way of these intervention and prevention programs, right? But a real nigga gonna keep it real no matter what the situation is. I'm not big on being biased. You feel what I'm saying? I call a ball a strike a strike. The little dude got a lot of potential in these creative content spaces. He has an amazing story of being hit with that thin and feeling that fire, you know what I mean, and all that, and God blessing him to come back and get a Skip Townsend package. And when I say the Skip Townsend package, I'm talking about a second chance at living life. Second Call is the organization that Skip Townsend runs and operates. So, but Munchie B, man, it's 500,000 with your name on it. Like, what you doing, big dog? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I believe you're a confidential informant and all that, but if God has blessings out there available to you, I want to see you get your blessings, big dog, because maybe once you get these blessings, it may put you in a position to where you can go back and be more effective in the trenches and in the streets, the gutter, where a lot of dudes, a lot of young cats look up to you. Maybe you getting that 500,000, maybe that'll put you in a position to where you can be more effective. But get your shit together, my nigga. We got to start looking at this shit from a strategic point of view. I got some shit. Spirit Wonder, what is the dinner deal? West up, baby. West up, west up. What's up? What's up? What's cracking? What's popping, man? Went out, did some humanitarian work. All praise be to the Most High God for putting me in position just to be able to provide certain bare necessities to individuals that a lot of individuals take for granted. You know what I mean? So all praise be to the Most High God, man. I'm praising God, man. I want to use my platform to reach people and also be a motivation to people to start acknowledging God more, man. How we expect to succeed and do anything of significance and value if we don't praise God when we got the opportunity to. Tremel Session, the homie Chin. What's the dinner deal, Chin? And I was just looking at, I think, a picture or something that you had just posted about your uncle, KB, man. That was my guy right there, man. KB been around my family for many years, many years, man. I don't know if you ever heard the story about when KB was kidnapped. Niggas had kidnapped KB, man. And my uncle Tony Jones had paid the ransom to get brother KB free. And he came home to his family, free, alive, and all this and all that. I'm just speaking to the family relationship that a motherfucker had with KB, man. I love that dude like he was one of my uncles, man. On the reels, man. Me and KB, that was my dude, man. On Steamboat, on PJ, they kidnapped KB. Nigga, get it, yeah. And TJ cashed him out and got him. Matter of fact, hold on, let's see if we can get that real quick. Call this nigga TJ. Hold on, let me call my uncle TJ. My nigga PJ, TJ. Let me see. Try this now. This nigga changed his phone number every other goddamn week. See if we can get him on the line. I like to prank call him. Y'all forgive me. Always prank call my uncle. Here, look. See if this nigga is probably still asleep. On P's, like TB and KB. I mean, hello?
Yeah.
Is this my uncle?
Mm.
How you doing, uncle?
This ain't uncle.
Yeah, this my uncle TJ. They take my daddy to jail.
Who?
My daddy, him went to jail because him say that my mama had burnt him. Him say, you dirty bitch, you going around burning people. I'm a beat your ass, bitch. So I think my mama she wastes noodle water on him.
Mm.
What you doing, uncle?
Sleep.
Oh, you asleep, uncle? Uncle, who you be sleeping with, uncle?
Myself.
Oh, uncle, can I come over there?
You really all that bullshit.
No, uncle. I can come over there and I can sleep with you so you don't sleep alone, uncle.
You ain't sleeping with me?
I can sleep on. I could like me and my baby brother. I sleep at the foot and you sleep at the head, uncle.
No.
You stressing, uncle?
I'm thinking
No, uncle. Damn, that nigga hung up on me, cuz. That nigga said you ain't sleeping with me. Hey, yeah, man, but one day I'm gonna get the story, cuz that's my Uncle TJ. Shout out to my Uncle TJ. Hey, yeah, but getting back to the subject at hand, man. It's a lot of crazy shit going on in these internet streets. And if we're not cautious on how we proceed into this shit, man, ain't no telling what's gonna be the faith of a lot of dudes, a lot of us people who do social media commentation, social media content, and cover certain topics that pertain to street events and individuals who are in the streets. Hold on, we gonna get into this. Be trying to stay up on top of my supplements, man. Starting to work out a little bit more. Getting certain key and critical vitamins and minerals inside of my vessel. You feel what I'm saying? So it can fuel me to have a longer lifespan. But hey, yeah, the next time I hit TJ, I ain't gonna troll him and all that. In RP, I tell him most definitely. You said what's up? RP PJ Bam said where you at? That's what I meant to ask you yesterday. PJ Bam said where you at? Tremel Session, yeah, on the reels. KB and TJ, man, I got so many. Man, that's so PJ, man. I got so many KB and TJ funny stories and all this and all that, man. Man, KB, man, yeah, cuz you know what I mean. I'm gonna change the gear, man, because you know what I mean. You get what I'm saying. But listen, man, we gonna get into some content, man. See what the fuck is going on with Munchie B. It has been put out there that the brother is free. I can't wait till he address this situation so we can get a better understanding of what's going on. But in the meantime, in between time, we gonna hear all the speculation. And then I'm gonna come. Let me let this dude know, man. Let this brother know that his name came up in some shit, and I'm gonna be covering it in the topic that I'm doing live. Just as a courtesy of sorts. What the fuck this nigga number? Yeah, just shot this brother a text, just let him know. I'm gonna be getting into some content and talk about at some point in time in this video about his name being brought up in not so much of a favorable fashion or way. But let's get into the content. I don't even know if we should get into this content. I don't know if I should just come just straight out and just talk about the text messages that some cocksucker sent me last night on some crazy type shit. See, this is the thing, homie. And I was just talking to one of my player partner that had, a crazy interaction on my channel with Demon Time Exotic, P's and Q's. I was just hollering at P's and Q's, and he has this idea that it's this person or this person, and you know what I mean. I ain't gonna lie, big dog. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you because I fuck with you. Initially I was under the impression that it was Time Bomb. I thought Time Bomb was trolling and you know effing around and all this and all that. Curtis Hill said, "What's the deal, Heedy? Top of the top, love one. This little J Dog, much love, Bobby. Yay, yay, little J Dog. What's the deal, Heedy? I got a question. PJ Crip, I got a question, Heedy. 2002, we at the shopping center. It's the homies. My big brother Bump, the homie Squad, rest in peace. Lil Hot Dog, the homie, damn, cuz what they call the homie. His real name Jermaine, cuz, but they start calling the homie Lil Fat Dog. Damn, what the fuck, cuz Chase? Jay Swift, the homie Jay Swift. Jay Swift up there, the homie Bossy up there with us and all this. This 2002, cuz this is what, like probably like April, May, some shit like that. Boom, we at the shopping center. PJ Crib, we come up there like, I think it was my brother that had greeted you. You was standing somewhere, cuz I don't remember because I want to focus on you. What we was focused on is that cart button. Well, it wasn't a cart, it was several carts. And when I'm talking about the cart, y'all, I'm talking about the different individual sections of the blue line. So the blue line is going towards, it's coming from downtown LA going in the direction of downtown Long Beach. So the motherfucker going south. So we up there chilling and all that. We had got into it with some niggas up there and all this. We on what we call PJ Patrol. We gonna get back into the who framed Munchie B situation. Just hold on. Let me ask the homie or refreshing the homie memory and see if this was the homie, like, right? So boom. We going up there to do our PJ patrolling and all this and all that. We turned up on PJ. We politicking. This is what we doing. We tripping. Um, Boom. So we up there. My brother is hollering at one of the homies, little J Dog, cuz. But I don't know if it's this little J Dog or the other little J Dog. My brother hollering at the homie, like, so boom, as we up there chilling and all this and all that, like at the Rosa Park station. If you know back in this days, Rosa Park was cracking. You go up there, man, you can potentially get hit, packed out, jump, slice, slam, all that, like, right? So boom, the blue line pull up. Motherfuckers get off, but you really can't see. But one of the homies like, hey, cuz, that look like, man, that look like some bloods. So we looking, but we really can't see it because our vision is blocked by the actual train. So boom, the train take off going towards Long Beach, is going south. A group of 5 bloods, another group of 5 bloods, another group of 5 bloods, and I think another group of 5 bloods. These niggas deep. They look across the train track on the other side at the Rosa Park station, like they see us and they're like, oh no, Bunny and the Wasp, and doing the blood call and all this and all that. So we turn up on Steve-O. PJ Watts, we going crazy, like we banging on each other. They on this side of the tracks, we on this side of the tracks where the buses and all this be coming in at and all this and all that. So like we going crazy, like on PJ Crip, man. We turned up, man. Listen, homie, my adrenaline is on 114, like on PJ, like on Steve-O, and they turned up Bunny and the Wasp. Oh yeah, Bunny and so whoop and all this and all that, and we heard her PJ Wasp Crip and whoop and all that. So boom, they come off the train. They gotta come where we at. They got to because they projects is going west. You feel what I'm saying? They gotta walk west towards they projects, like, right? So it's like it's about to go up on PJ Crip. Like it ain't no doubt in my military mind on Stevie Walla Bean. Like, so boom, they come right there. I see my nigga Ronald Daphne. They call him A-Ball from Bunny on it. Shout out to my nigga Ronald Daphne, A-Ball from Bunny on it. Like, I told you, a lot of bloods call me Bobby Blood. It's not offensive to me. If I fuck with you and you're a Damu and you call me you know, Blood, Bobby Blood and all that. I ain't tripping off that. Like, you feel me? So my nigga Ronald Daphne, like, what's up, Bobby Blood? I'm like, man, what's the deal? Ronald, what's cracking? Woody whooping all this and we hollering and all this and all that. Like, right? So now niggas is, you know, semi-introducing themselves and all this and all. I'm Ye from Eastside PJ Watch Crib. I'm Woody Roof from Bunny on Watch Bloods. And, you know, this is the exchange and everybody, like, you feel me? But we still turned up. The energy is high, like, right? But it's not as intense as it was earlier because now familiar faces is recognizing familiar faces from the other side of the tracks, other projects and all this and all that. So it's kind of like de-escalating just a little bit. But these are the Bunny Hunters. We the PJs. We severely outnumbered on PJ Watch Crib, but we ain't turning down and none of this and none of that. So one of the dudes in a pack of Bunny Hunters like, hey, JoJo Blood. It was a nigga named JoJo from Bunny Hunters, tall, you know, skinny type of cat. Like, I guess at one point in time he was a reputable over there. I ain't gonna speak on Bunny Hunter politics, that state politics, like, right? But he's like, hey, hey, JoJo Blood, or hey, Joe Dirty Blood. Hey, remember when I told you we got into it with the PJs at the marketplace? He was like, yeah, Blood, I remember that. I reball that Blood. He was like, that's Blood right there. And that's Blood right there. And when he say that's Blood right there and that's Blood right there, you point at the homie Squab and he either pointed at the homie Jay Swift or the, you know, the homie that was going by Little Fat Dog or the homie Little Hot Dog. It was one of them, but Squab for sure. So when he pointed at him, the homie Squab like, yeah, nigga, that's me on PJ Watch Script, nigga. We can get down with the whoop and all that. So niggas is, you know, hollering at my brother like he the big dog, but he is the oldest of the crew. Like, you feel what I'm saying? It was like, hey, Blood, can my homie, you know, get down with your homie? It's like, hell yeah, nigga. And after you get down with him, nigga, I got a little brother right here and all this type of shit. Like nigga, like basically, like, nigga, we can start, you know, lining this shit up type shit. Like, right? My brother, little bump free cuz. So the nigga Joe Dirty, he looking around like in his mind, it's like he said, man, fuck that, Blood, we deeper. So the nigga Joe Dirty, like, man, that's some Bunny on the Watch. Fuck that, Blood. Let's rumble. And when he said that on PJ Watch Crib, one of the homies came from the pillar. Because remember, I was telling you that the homie was talking to one of the homies named Lil J Dog. But I don't know if it was this Lil J Dog or the other Lil J Dog. But the nigga came from around the pillar. They don't even see him on PJ Crib. Cuz come from around the pillar, getting active, getting cracking. Once Cuz take off, nigga, we out there rumbling on PJ Crib. The Bunny Hunters pick up the newsstand. Boom, they throw it at the homies. The homies pick up the newsstands, throw it at the Bunny Hunter. One of the niggas from Bunny Hunter tried to run, but the leg of the newsstand caught his jeans. So it got his jeans. So he go down. We on him. Bam, boom, bam, boom, bam. We out there locking on PJ Crib like it was a rumble. PJ Crib, we rumbling with the Bunny Hunter. So now, rip, 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 rip. Here come the motherfucking sheriffs on PJ Watch. The sheriffs pulling up deep, but we out there slaying them. You know, shout out to the Bunny Hunters, shout out to my homies. We were severely outnumbered, but, you know, I ain't gonna say we came out on top, but we was cool. For us to only be like, what? It was me, Bossy, Bump, Squab, rest in peace. Jay Swift, aka Lil Fat Dog, the homie Lil Hot Dog. Damn, did I say Bossy, cuz? If I didn't say Bossy, I'll name him again. Bossy, cuz. And probably like 2 or 3 more people, cuz, that I don't remember, like on PJ Crip. These niggas like 20 deep on PJ. And we out there squabbing on bam, boom, bam. They had some powerhouses on PJ Crib, but we had some solid homies that was with us too, cuz, and we running. Nigga, like, if this what it is, nigga, this what we came up here for. We ain't think the odds was gonna be severely, you know, out of our favor, like, you feel what I'm saying? But nigga, this what we came up here for. Earlier that day, like, you feel me? We caught a nigga from Rolling 20 Bloods. We PJ patrolling all this and all that. And here come this stupid ass nigga walking around the corner. We about to hit the corner right there where Brinkos was at and all that, going out of the gate. So we about to hit the corner, and this nigga coming around the corner, and we stop. We on this nigga like piranhas. And he know it. He looking like, damn, Blood, why I wear all this red to watch? But we gave the nigga a pass, just on some black shit, even though the nigga was flamed up and all this and all that. His whole demeanor said, man, I wish I want to put on all this red. I probably should have put on brown and gray or something like that. You know what I mean? But we gave him a pass. We don't really beef with the Rolling 20 Bloods, even though they Bloods and we Crips and all that. But, you know, at this point in time, we ain't really had no real issue with them niggas and all this and all that. So nigga gave that nigga a pass just on some GP type shit. And then, you know, later on that day, we get into it with the Bunny Hunters like, oh, Mike, it was a rumble. So my question to the homie Lil J Dog, was that you? That was my little homie, Baby J Dog. I went back to the pen April 2002. I'm 48 now. Oh, baby. Wait, Baby J Dog. Baby J Dog is Terrence, right? Cause I know it's two little J Dogs. Cause I thought you was the short kind of stocky nigga that came around the pillar and got cracking. Yo, PJ, they run for the homie like when they run for the homie. Yo, PJ, all five niggas running me. Yo, PJ Watts, oh Steamboat. But the nigga, you know what I mean? Shit, we was out there doing our thing on PJ Crip. Man, shout out to the Bonnie Hunters, cause that shit could have escalated and went back to gunplay, but cooler heads prevailed and ain't go back to gunplay. So we went back up there, you know, looking for part two on PJ Crib. Like, we thinking they about to go get a whole lot more of they homies. So we went and got our whole projects and we back up there. We ain't running to them. But I wasn't satisfied, cuz I was like, man, fuck that. Like, nigga, that was fun. Nigga, that was an adrenaline rush having all your homies, cuz nobody run, nobody do no more shit, nobody scared. Like, nigga, fuck that. Nigga, this the code that we all need to be on, cuz. Nigga, let's go get all the homies on PJ. And if a nigga don't want to come back up here to fight the Bunny Hunters or whoever we run into, all this and all that, nigga, we fucking niggas up. Like, that was my mind state. Like, so we went back up there. We ain't seen no Bunny Hunters. We ain't seen nobody. Like, you feel me? So, I still wasn't satisfied. So I think I grabbed the homie Big Ben. Shout out to my cousin Big Ben. Rest in peace to his father. Cause and a few more of the homies. So when we go back up there, we see two cats from Gray Street. I ain't gonna say their name because on PJ Crip, I don't want to start no problems and all this and all that. But I will say one of the niggas' jaw was broke in 2002. He got hit by allegedly one of my homies on 103rd. The homie seen him crossing the street and accelerated and boom, hit him. And within that, somehow, some way, allegedly, the nigga jaw got broke. But I know for sure the nigga jaw was broken. All this free hot dog. That's my bro, LA Monster. Yeah, free hot dog, man. On the rental, free hots. But so we go up there and we see these two niggas. Both of these niggas is light skinned. One nigga, you know what I mean, all this and all that. Nothing bad about him, but I don't want to give away the specific characteristic or feature about this dude's identity. And motherfuckers get mad, oh, woody whoop and all this. But when they seen us, man, they start. So we're like, no, check it out, cuz one of the niggas had already had beef with, and he was talking all that gangster shit. And like, nigga, the rubber didn't hit the motherfucking road, nigga. We about to get cracking. I've been waiting, man. On PJ, I've been on PJ Crip. I've been waiting to catch this nigga, but we caught him, but we didn't catch him because they start power walking, and a motherfucker just couldn't make the all out play on him because the sheriffs was right there on the platform. Like, you feel me? I ain't saying they ran to the police. What I'm saying is that they start power walking when you niggas start PJ Watts, nigga, whoopty whoop, and whoop whoop, man, check it. Oh, that's man, check it out, cuz, come here, whoopty whoop. And one nigga like, yeah, come test your luck, nigga, come test your luck. But all the time he power walking, he fast walking to to the platform where the sheriffs was at and all that. And niggas gave them niggas a pass because a nigga wasn't about to go on a platform where the Los Angeles County sheriffs was at and try to attack these niggas. So nigga like, all right, for sure. Nigga gonna catch you niggas on PJ Crippin. Both of these niggas was some young, reputable, big names from Gray Street Watts around this time. And you know, the generation that we come up with, man. And ooh, man, if a nigga would have got that nigga that day on PJ Watts Crip, it would have been epic. But without further ado, man, we're gonna get into the situation with Munchie B, man. I don't feel that it's necessary for me to show the different videos of individuals weighing in on him being arrested and all this and all that. You know, I ain't gonna even get into that. Y'all already know what the deal is. Munchie B went to jail. The circumstances surrounding him being apprehended, arrested, detained, incarcerated temporarily. He's out, he's free. It's suspicious. It's a lot of suspect shit. So motherfuckers is trying to say that certain individuals that have internet beef with Munchie B may have played a hand in sending the police on them. Okay, now let's dissect that. Who all has an internet beef with Munchie B? Him and Spider Loke had that shit going on for a minute. That ain't I don't see Spider sicking the police on Munchie B. Whoever allegedly or could have possibly sicked the police on Munchie B is somebody that's familiar with the terrain, familiar with the neighborhoods, familiar with key individuals from the area in the neighborhood. A lot of people saying it was whack 100. Potentially, right? Do me personally, do I believe it was whack 100? Nah, fuck no, man. Whack 100 do a lot of trolling. Whack 100 has a lot of social media antics that he display on the internet, but I don't think Whack 100 got Munchie B put in jail. I don't see that. Whack 100 got bigger fish to fry with his investigative research and connections and all that. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, no, that's too small figure for so big of a nigga. You feel what I'm saying? I don't see Whack 100 having any hand in Munchie B being apprehended and arrested for alleged gun charges. I just don't see that. So next we got motherfucking Snoopy Badazz. Believe hey, Believes the Gang already said it. Next we got Snoopy Badazz. I feel like that's one that we gonna get into the content about. Let's get into the content about that. Stone to the bone. He say Snoopy Badazz as well. Listen, check this out. How know for certain it wasn't Whack 100? Because when allegedly Spider Loke was allegedly trying to make a play on Munchie B and give up his address and all this and all that, he hit Munchie B and say, listen, blood on Paru. At the end of the day, you still a blood, whatever I feel about you. Hey, you motherfuckers is cooking in this chat, man. Somebody said Popeye's chicken. Somebody said Popeye. We gonna get into this. Oh, Mike, we gonna get into this. The homie Lil J-Dog said, Lil Bumberjack is my Loke. We grew up together. I used to date Kizzy in the early 90s. Your dad used to date my sister. Oh, this stuff. Wait. Pause, cuz. Wait, hold the fuck up. My daddy used to. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. This shit crazy. Hey, Heedy, man, we gotta tap in with one another, cuz I'm your young player partner, Bobby W. Jake, aka Yay from East Side Imperial Courts, PJ Watch Crip. You know what I mean? 114th Street, Islandside, Dillions. You feel me? A lot of people is Islandside Lokes, but me myself, I am an Islandside Dillion. But we gonna get into it, man. On PJ. On PJ, yeah, we got to build. Cuz shout out to the homie Big J Dog and shout out to the big homie Lokes the J Dog. Shout out to all the J Dogs on PJ Crip. West Side Hub Biddy Babe says, I'm kind of confused, homie. Wasn't a few weeks ago you said Munchie working with the Johnny? I'm still saying you came in late. Forgive me. I am still saying Munchie is working with the Johnnies. That's what I never changed on that. But what I stand on is I don't support motherfuckers we tipping on a black man and taking him away from his community and his family. So I still stand on my belief that Munchie B, in some capacity or another, is a confidential informant. I still stand on that. But I'm not going to be biased. My personal perception of him, I'm not going to allow it to put me in a position to where I'm biased against him. Like, no. On my channel, in my platform, homie, I give it to you as real as I possibly can. And that just is what it is. If the nigga is doing amazing work as a father, that shit accounts for something. And in my opinion, to a degree, depending on what the offenses is, right? Being a black father that's actively there for your kids, for your nieces and nephews, doing what a black man is supposed to do, that shit outweighs this stupid ass street shit. See, that's the thing. A lot of our people is so enamored, you know what I mean, enamored, however you choose to pronunciate it. You feel what I'm saying? We're so obsessed with this street shit that when a nigga is doing amazing things as a father and as an uncle and as a community member, we overlook, oh, fuck all that, man. That didn't get like, man, you know what I mean? But you know, I still stand on what I said. He said it, yeah, he said it himself. I get paid, I get paid from being from Inglewood family. What, nigga? How you get paid from being from IL? It's this Velocity app, and I write reports, like, just say like if my homies got into it with the West Boulevard, I go in there and I say like, oh yeah, like, nigga, why the fuck is you writing reports about shit that transpire in the streets, big dog? Niggas don't see nothing wrong with that. And look who he fuck with. A few people that he fuck with has a lot of allegations and accusations of working with them people. Like, my stance ain't changed. Yes, sir, on PJ Wash Crip, Islandside Lokesters, man, for Shigadale, man. I'm from the island as well, on a real. Like Belizean Bang say, he said it himself. Curtis Hill said, I go way back to the 80s with your family. I was at Big Lou, aka King Lou funeral, all right, PJ King Lou on PJ. Yeah, Yeah, we had to miss each other or something like that. But it's all love on PJ Crip. You the homie, cuz on PJ. It's all love, Heedy. I used to live next to the Green Store. So you staying on 113th Street on PJ down there by my grandmama there. So I see why you and Kizzy was sneaking off and freaking off and all this old crazy shit that y'all was doing. This nigga said I used to fuck with your sister Kizzy. I can dig it. I can dig it, bro. Oh, PJ, I can dig it easy. Heedy. Neff the kingdom says shalom. What about 600 tipping damn people? Damn, 600? Nah, I don't see 600 doing that. McKay say, so you think Skip Townsend is an informant also? I'm not going to go into that, McKay. Not today. I'm not going to go into that today, McKay. No, I'm not going to go into that. But what we going to go into, we going to hear with brother motherfucking, let me see, is this the one? What brother Snoopy Badazz got to say about this situation. Let's get into it.
Snoopy Bad in the motherfucking building. That was respect. You know what I'm saying? But look though, right? Check this out though, right? So, you know, I be noticing it's a lot of who's a snitch, who's not a snitch on the motherfucking internet, bro. Fact. Everybody gives a fuck on who's a snitch, who's not a snitch, but y'all don't pay attention to these confidential informants ass niggas. We got Munchie B, homie. The nigga done already admitted to you dumb motherfuckers that he worked for the grid program. Y'all don't listen. Y'all don't listen. Dead homies, my nigga. But I'm gonna tell y'all like this, homie. For a nigga that's been to the pen, for a nigga that's been to jail, you know what I'm saying? For a motherfucker to catch a burner case and get right out of jail, that's not crazy to y'all?
Nope.
He can't say he wasn't in jail because I checked. He was in jail. He was definitely there, nigga. Scurry, Dewan Banks, right here, my nigga, in motherfucking jail, bro. We tapped on everything, homie, to see what's going on. We know he got arrested for 2 burners, 2 pistols. You feel me?
But where you get that information
not only he
from?
get arrested
I didn't
for 2
see
pistols, the nigga ended up getting OR. Now ask yourselves, how do a motherfucker that's been to jail before, that's been to the pen before, get arrested for a burner case, got arrested, but then get OR'd? He's out right now.
That's possible, though.
I have never seen nobody, man, that bitch ass nigga ain't no Banks. I have never seen nobody go to jail. I've never seen, shout out my nigga Popeye in the chat, man. I see you, baby.
Popeye,
you feel
in
me?
The chat.
But I have never seen nobody go to jail, homie, to you dumb motherfuckers that he worked for the grid program. Y'all don't listen. Y'all don't listen. Dead homies, my nigga. But I'm gonna tell y'all like this, homie. For a nigga that's been to the pen, for a nigga that's been to jail, you know what I'm saying? For a motherfucker to catch a burner case and get right out of jail, that's not crazy?
No, sir, it's not unusual. Now, check this out right here. They changed the laws. Now, typically, if you was an ex-con in possession of a firearm, they'll try to hang you by the nuts. They'll try to, fuck you over, especially if they hit you with the gang enhancement and certain enhancements they got rid of because they ruled it unconstitutional. You can't do this and use this as an accessory to this to negatively modify or increase the time in the sentencing guidelines. They got rid of that shit. You know what I mean? It was unconstitutional. So hear me out, right? They also changed the law to where a person who has 2 strikes or, strikes and all that, they can't get their 3rd strike, 2nd strike, or they can't be struck out on a nonviolent offense. So a gun is no longer looked at as a serious offense. Simply possessing a pistol, not a commission of a crime, not to do some crazy shit with. Simple gun possession, a lot of those cases is getting thrown out. A lot of those cases is no bail, is no cash bail releases. They call it a no cash bail release, and own recognizance. So it's not impossible for a person who's a previously convicted felon to go in on a pistol case and get released. That's not unusual. See, I listen, homie. I call it a baller, strike a strike. I'm not going to allow my personal feelings to dictate my professional decisions and opinions as it pertains to Munchie B. I'm gonna keep it a ball. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you because I fuck with you. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like it's gonna be a lot of slander. A lot of people's gonna try to say, "Oh yeah, this is what we're using to say that he's a snitch." When I went online and I looked over the brief description that they have on there, it isn't anything that stands out to me as being suspicious or suspect. It isn't anything on there that shows or proves that he's a confidential informant that's under the protection of some form of intervention and prevention. It's nothing on there. You feel what I'm saying? Now the feds picking them up. Yeah, the feds is picking up a few gun cases, a few, not all of them. Now in Las Vegas, you get caught with a pistol. Yeah, you could potentially go sit down in the feds. Same thing with Colorado, Arizona, it's a wobbler. In California, it's another wobbler. Just because you get caught with a pistol, a handgun, and you know, I know niggas that then got caught with AR pistols. You know, the small versions of the AR, the AR-15, the small version, they call it an AR pistol. So the feds didn't pick it up and they allowed the state to prosecute that. You feel what I'm saying? Hold on, pause 1 minute. I don't know who the fuck this is. It's another 661 number. Hold on.
He can't say he wasn't in jail because I checked. He was in jail. He was definitely there, nigga. Scurry, DeJuan Banks, right here, my nigga, in motherfucking jail, bro. We tapped on everything, homie, to see what's going on. We know he got arrested for 2 burners, 2 pistols. You feel me? Not only he get arrested for 2 pistols, the nigga ended up getting OR. Now ask yourselves, how do a motherfucker that's been to jail before, that's been to the pen before, get arrested for a burner case, got arrested, but then get OR'd?
Snoopy BA, I must respectfully disagree with you in regards to this. You can get OR on a burner case. They don't look at that as a serious offense anymore. No matter if you got no matter if you have been previously convicted of a unaliving, a pop, prue, and all this type of shit, GTA, whatever the case may be. A pistol by itself is no longer a serious offense. You know what I mean? They are allowing individuals to OR on pistol cases if they don't give you a DA reject. A lot of pistol cases is getting DA rejects. And I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you because I fuck with you. You feel what I'm saying? Especially if it wasn't on person. If it wasn't on person, a lot of people's just getting DA rejects unless they got surveillance somewhere in the area that shows that this person had access to this firearm or this person had previously handled this firearm. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like right now what the brother's doing is creating a false narrative because the way that the laws used to be when Gascon, was it Gascon that was the mayor? No. Well, no. Gascon, whoever Gascon was he the fucking DA? Was Gascon the DA that changed all these laws and all this type of shit? Hold on 1 minute, man. Because when Gavin Newsom and I believe Gascon former Los Angeles County District Attorney, Gascon changed a lot of shit. So sentencing guidelines, mandatory this, that, and third. Gascon said, no, fuck that shit. Gascon is the reason why in California or in Los Angeles, well, throughout California, but he was the DA of Los Angeles. And I think he became the DA of the DA that was over all of California. Gascon reduced crime. There we go. Straight from the gate. I appreciate you. Gascon reduced time for crimes. And in his bills and the things that he passed, guns without violence or you being used in the commission of a crime, that shit is child's play. They ain't tripping off that. Like 10, 15, 20 years ago when the last time, well, not the last time, but when I caught a gun case in 2009, they was trying to give me 21 years. That's how they were stretching niggas. They gave my daddy after he beat. Let me stop talking like I'm from the projects and all this and all that, because they came in all this and all that and sent and something and all that. When I be talking like that, they try to criticize my vocabulary. So the last time, well, in 2009, when I had a pistol case, they were attempting to give me 21 years, and they had already struck out my father after he had beat the attempt case. They gave my father life for a pistol. That's it, for a straight pistol. You feel what I'm saying? They changed all that shit. They said it was inhumane and that it was cruel and unusual punishment. You can't do this. You can't do this. It's unconstitutional. But the new DA, he's going back to the old ways. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know if that went in effect. Maybe Munchie B slid, right up under the cracks, like, you feel what I'm saying? But the narrative that Snoopy BA is putting out there is a false narrative at this moment until all these new laws go into effect and they reverse back to the way that they formerly was. You feel what I'm saying? Gun cases are what they call wobblers. That's true. The feds and state, they call those gun cases wobblers, most definitely. Straight from the gate. No, he lost his election to the current DA, Mate Hoffman. Before that, black sellout Jackie Lacey was washing folks. Exactly. Hey, straight from the gate TV. I appreciate this, Kim, folks. Man, I love this type of engagement. That's why I like to go live. Like, I don't really like to edit. That shit is time consuming, but I like the engagement. Like, you know what I mean? Like, straight to the gate TV, man. I fucks with you right now in this moment on the Rental. D-Lo from Bunny and a what? He say, is it me or is it buffering? I don't know. I don't know. Is my internet buffering? I'm not too for sure, big dog. But on my end, it's streaming. Like, you feel what I'm saying? It ain't no delay. The little circle ain't, circling, how circles be circling and all that. Westside Hub Biddy Babe says, for example, if you're a 2-time felon and you get caught with a burner, aren't the state going to charge you as a prohibited possessor? They did that to me. But they not washing dudes. Like, nah, they ain't tripping off that, man. I gotta listen, homie. One of my family members went and did some time for unaliving. Like, you feel what I'm saying? He got caught on some high shit, snorting pot and driving, crazy and all this type of shit. And he run a light and he got an AR hand pistol in the car with him. He ain't no snitch. He ain't no down bad type nigga. None of that. Like, he's an honorable dude. But being that they changed the laws and they reduced the sentencing and they became softer on crime, he's still fighting the shit from the streets. Like, and this is just some real shit. Is he going to be charged and they're going to say ex-con with possession of a firearm? Yes, most definitely. But are they going to give him his third strike for that? No, they're not going to strike him out on that because it was a nonviolent offense. Oh, I appreciate that. Anonymous sovereign. Anonymous sovereign. I appreciate that. But let's get back into the content, man. Snoopy BA, man. Snoopy BA. Shout out to Snoopy BA.
He's out right now. I have never seen nobody, man, that bitch ass nigga ain't no Banks. I have never seen nobody
funny as a motherfucker.
Go to jail. I've never seen, shout out my nigga Popeye in the chat, man. I see you, baby. Shit. You feel me? But I have never seen nobody go to jail, homie, for 2 pistols, bro. For 2 pistols, bro. Munchie B just went to jail.
Pause. Oh, wait, hold on. Is this the same charge? Okay, okay, wait. So when it's like that, that means that it's the same charge. Hold on, let me come back over here to the chat. Let me see if I can blow this up. All right, chat. I got to come back over here and rap with y'all. Like, let's have a discussion. So when it's like that, I thought I blew that shit up. Hold on, let me minimize myself. Hey, so when you go online, oh, for Shigadell, D-Lo from Bunny Hunters for Shigadell. Hey, so when you go online and you look up a inmate and it has one booking number, but it has 2 bookings, so that means that it's 2 crimes. Like, is that what that mean? Like, I mean, not 2 crimes, 2 charges. Because it's one booking number 707-3239. So does that mean that he has 2 charges? Like, what does this mean? What is this an indicator of? Does this? Oh, wait, hold on. I'm tripping to say total count 2. Damn. Forgive me, y'all. I was misinformed. I didn't watch this video in its entirety. I'm learning as you all are learning with the situation with Munchie B, and I want to change my stance. If Munchie B was caught with 2 pistols, oh no, you ain't just getting out like that. 1 pistol, going on about your business, come back in a month and holler at us. But 2 pistols, Munchie B, you got some explaining to do. No, 1 case with 2 different guns. Yeah, basically, yeah. 2 counts. So it's one case number, and the reason why they doubled it up, boop bop, is because of 2 charges for Shigadell. Yeah. 1 case, 2 gun charges. For sure. I got you on that. I'm glad that y'all provided clarity and we can clarify to those who are watching this broadcast. Damn, Munchie B, cuz nigga, they really caught you with 2 pistols, my nigga, and they let you out like that. Not 1 pistol, but 2. Oh man, this is crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Shit, man. I don't like to be the bearer of bad news, and I don't like to put certain things out in the universe. But Munchie B, man, go get you an attorney right now, because those dudes that be having them alphabets on their jackets, they may come and holler at you, big dog. Yeah, this is crazy. But let's see what else Snoopy Badazz got to say. I ain't know it was 2 charges to just now. So my stance, I changed my stance on the situation. Like,
For 2 pistols, bro.
damn.
On top of that, and being in the grid program, I have never seen a documented gangbanger, bro, that's been to the pen, that's been arrested for pistols, homie, get out on an OR, bro. I have never experienced the OR.
Niggas get out on ORs for 1 pistol. 1 pistol. One of my homies got caught with 2 pistols. Him not get out like that. That nigga had to have his people to, get that bail. At first they had him on no bail because they're trying to make California, well, the former DA was trying to make California a no cash bail type of thing. You go before a judge says yay or a judge says nay, so on and so forth. But niggas still can get bails. The reason why Munchie B on his documentation and paperwork says that he has no bail, because for certain crimes and certain offenses, you have to go before the judge and see if the judge is going to bound you over, give you another court date, give you a bail, or give you a bail arraignment and all this type of shit. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But my homie, he got caught with 2 pistols. That nigga sat down for a little bit. All my homies and individuals that I know that got caught for 1 pistol, they came home within a week. And that's just word is bond. It's just keeping it a buck with you because I fuck with you. But Munchie B got caught with 2 pistols. Now I'm scratching my head. Like, this is puzzling. Like, how the fuck did you get out on 2 pistols as a number 1, a felon? Number 2, a motherfucker that got prior gun cases. And number 3, a documented gang member. Like, shit. This is crazy on PJ Crib. Let's see what else Snoopy BA got to say.
In my life, my nigga, Munchie B is out. He's not in jail, bro. He was arrested for 2 pistols. It's all the information right here. He was arrested for 2 pistols. So since everybody talking all this fake, this who's a snitch shit, who's a confidential informant shit, then ask yourselves, what's up with Munchie B, my nigga? Feel me? What's up with Munchie B? Ask yourselves that. No wonder he points the finger. No wonder Skeet TV and Munchie create. AK said he ratting for show. Man, we know that, homie. No wonder Skeet TV and them created fake paperwork on me. You know what I'm saying? No wonder. Because y'all hiding your own shit. It ain't no way that a nigga that was locked up for pistols before get arrested for 2 pistols and get out on the OR. So what we gonna do right now is we gonna see what Popeye from IFG had to say, bro. We gonna see what Blood talking about real quick. So let me go ahead and put this on.
Hold on. Before you play Popeye segment, right? I was trying to Munchie might be work, man, on my mama. This is crazy. Like in LA, niggas is catching gun cases like crazy, and they letting you OR. They said you go before the judge. Some niggas is getting DA reject. If it ain't caught on your person and all this and all that, niggas is getting DA rejects. On my mama, like 40%, 45% of gun cases in Los Angeles, DA reject. On my mama, I'm just keeping it a buck with you because I fuck with you, like, right? But the other individuals who don't get DA rejects, they get released from court on recognizance, or they get a bond. You feel what I'm saying? They give them a bond, a low bond, so they can bail out this, that, and third. But for Munchie to get caught with 2 pistols and get OR, nah, big dog, that's crazy. They don't do that. My homie got caught with 2 pistols. That nigga set his ass in there until his people was able to raise bail, and then they bonded him out. And guess what? The feds came and got that nigga. 1 pistol, we'll let you slide. 2 pistols, we coming to holler at you. Like, you know, this is crazy. Alex Alonso is a dropout from the Rolling 20s. That's crazy. Munchie B might be working. Munchie B is working, most definitely. Like, ain't no doubt on my military mind that he ain't twisted up in you know, in that web of deception, you know, part of that gang intervention, prevention, and all that shit. Like Munchie B, in my opinion, is most definitely a confidential informant. In this case that he just caught is evidence of that. Because how the fuck did you get an OR for 2 guns? Not 1, but 2 guns. Something ain't right. I'm trying to get the little nigga time bomb to jump on this motherfucker, but you know, one monkey don't stop no show. I don't got time to be waiting and all that. I just wanted to look him in his eyes and ask him a question, a serious question. So before he plays Popeye segment, this is what I'm gonna share with y'all, right? And I hit Popeye, and he typically hit back instantaneously. And I told him, you know, just respect, a common courtesy and all this and all that. I'm not no scandalous type nigga. I'm a man of morals and integrity. I said, going to be covering this Munchie B situation and how someone texted me last night and mentioned your name. Just a common courtesy text. So let's get into the text messages, big dog. So last night I'm super cool like a deep freezer, staying chilly like a breeze. You know how I be doing what I be doing, what it is that I be doing and all this, like, right? Fucking around. Oh, I was working on the script, fucking with the script and all this and all that. Somebody texted me at 11:17 from a 661-502-2476 number. They said, hey, Blood, this big Bobby Blood? I said, question marks, who the fuck are you? Is this Bobby Blood? Is what they said. I said, who is this? They say, a source, Blood. I say, oh shit, this seemed fetish. Like, nigga, this seemed like some fed type shit. Like, this seemed fetish. They say, not at all, Blood, Bickett. I got some info. My response is, best thing to do is to keep it to yourself. And I put the monkey with his ears covered up. Nigga, keep that. I don't want that shit. See, motherfuckers be playing these phone games. Some niggas be hit with indictments and they go through phone records and then they show that your stupid ass text me and they were like, no, nigga, leave me out of this old weirdo ass shit. But let's get back to the text. I tell a motherfucker, best thing to do is to keep it to yourself. Me, I'm not trying to be a nigga co-defendant after the fact, or a motherfucker that said some shit to me and it can link me to some shit because this motherfucker put some shit on my phone. No, go on with that bullshit. So they say, LOL, you funny in real life, Blood. but I know you fuck with Popeye, blood. And it being said, blood is the one that set up Munchie B. This is what I tell them motherfuckers. I say, see, your ass don't listen well. Nigga, I said, keep it to yourself, man. What the fuck? I put the monkey with the hands like this, like, nigga, don't tell me. And the monkey with the hands over his motherfucking ears. And then I say, I ain't in that shit, man, but I'm sending prayers for everybody. Nigga, prayers for everybody. Leave me out of that shit. I say, wait, who the fuck is you and how you get my number, cuz? Never mind. Disappear, my nigga. And I put the ghost emoji. So as I'm in the process of blocking this motherfucker, they say, blood, I am a source. He say, or she say, blood, I am, or the police say, blood, I am a source, blood. I told your fat neck ass that, blood, my neck getting skinny, so nigga, fuck you. So I say, cuz on PJ Crip, this better not be you, Tom Bomb. Whoever you is, welcome to the block party. And I blocked they shit on PJ Crip. Man, fuck all that, nigga. Motherfucker still blocked. Like, I'll get this on there. Number still blocked. Nigga, don't hit me with that bullshit. So somebody hit me last night and they made the bold accusation and allegation that Popeye is the culprit for allegedly getting Munchie B in that situation that he was in. This is what a motherfucker text me and tell me. So you know what I do? Being that I think it was the nigga Tom Bomb. Fuck that little nigga number right here. I hit the little nigga. I say, this at 11:26 p.m. I say, hey, bro, is that you texting me from a 661 number, bro? Talking all that stupid shit and saying Popeye is the reason Munchie B is in jail. He simply said no. I say, all right, for sure, bro. And that's it. So now that, if y'all don't know, Bobby a good person, man, I appreciate that, brother. Air hug, nigga. Nah, let me stop fucking around. Westside Hub Biddy Babe says, I know Munchie didn't sponge his record from being a felon. That's the only how he can get off on a 2-pistol case on my mama. Because if Munchie got his record expunged, that means that he's technically no longer a felon. And if you are in possession of an unregistered firearm and you don't have a felony on your record, then it's a misdemeanor. It's a misdemeanor. And then that'll make sense of him being able to OR on a 2-pistol case. This shit crazy. Belizean Bang says families hate families just like the family member who took his eye. Yeah, this shit crazy, bro. On my mama, like, cuz been a stalker like he was stalking Nipsey on Hood Up. I don't respond on random ninjas text. Me either, man. Typically I don't, but these, like, I fucked up on that. That can be the feds, man. That can be any motherfucking body. Like, you feel what I'm saying? That's on me, like, on my mama. So, Faux Extra and Spody Face informants too, because they do intervention work with Skip Townsend organization, Second Call as well. I'm going to let you all be the deciders of that. So, I'm going to entrust that to y'all. Y'all use y'all rational thinking and y'all come with a conclusion and let me know what's the conclusion that y'all done came to. You feel what I'm saying? And that's just is what it is. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Any nigga that's filling out reports about things that transpire in the streets, giving information. If you give information, you are technically a what? Say it with me. If you give information, you are technically an informant. What Spody Face and Faux Extra situation with Skip Townsend, I'm not aware of that. You feel what I'm saying? So I can't realistically form an opinion because I don't know what their affairs is with Skip Townsend. But I will say this. Any nigga or woman that gives information is an informant. And that just is what it is. Let's get back into the content. But you know what I mean? Shit. Let's just get into the content and we'll talk about it.
Out of jail. Get out of jail. Anytime soon, y'all know the business. If this nigga Munchie get out of jail anytime soon, y'all know the business. Munchie in jail.
Damn. Can I run that back? I'm not going to say he gleefully said that, but the way he said Munchie in jail, it's questionable. I mean, are you all reading what I'm reading? When he said Munchie in jail, it seems like he was ecstatic about that. It seems like Munchie being in jail brought him a certain level of satisfaction. Real niggas don't do that to niggas. And I'm not saying that this nigga is any less of a real nigga. That's not what I'm saying. But when I hear a nigga in jail, I'm like, damn, they done got that nigga. Like, man, that nigga tripping, or that nigga was stupid, or you know what I mean? Like, depending on what the situation is. But I ain't gonna be like, oh, they got that nigga. Even individuals that hurt people that's near and dear to my heart, because I'd rather the streets give you justice than this corrupt justice system exact justice against you. You feel what I'm saying? But let's get back into this content. I gotta take that back. Like, yeah, that ain't make sense to me.
Munchie in jail.
Pause.
Get out of jail
Damn, I went back.
anytime soon. Y'all.
Damn. Kinesiology, the study of the body language and facial expressions. What does that face say right there? Hold on, let's just
know the business. If this nigga Munchie
this thing is crazy, bro.
get out of jail anytime soon, y'all know the business. Munchie in jail.
This is crazy. Let's do what they call that shit when you go bit by bit. Let's do a clip by clip. What does his face say? Let's get into some kinesiology, reading the human body language and facial expressions, and let's see if we can ascertain what his face says without his words saying. Damn. I think it's pretty evident what his face what the nigga face is saying, right or wrong. The only way Munchie B can beat this case if he... Now we get into some good content. This is from Demon Kennedy. Demon Kennedy say the only way Munchie B can beat this case, the only way that Munchie B can beat this case if he said his getting the guns off the streets and he was about to turn them in because of the grid. That ain't gonna work. Fuck no. Nope, they got handlers. You gotta nope. That shit ain't gonna work. Nope, that ain't gonna work, big dog. I respectfully disagree with you. That is not gonna work. The only way that Munchie B can beat this case is, number one, we gotta understand the environment, the circumstance, his position, and the proximity the guns was with his person. You feel what I'm saying? Because if he's in a car and allegedly other people is in a car with him and they break and run and this nigga's legally blind and they find guns in a car, you can't put them guns on that nigga. That nigga legally blind. That's how he can beat it off a technicality. I am blind. Did you find it on my person? Did you find it within arm's reach? Did you find it, stashed somewhere where you can say, oh yeah, in a compartment in the back seat right there? Then they can say, yeah, nigga, this is potentially yours. But also him being disabled, him being a cripple, him being legally blind, that shit a play in his favor as well. You feel what I'm saying? If we gonna consider all things, and we ain't trying to get on this motherfucking be crime analysis and analysts and all this type of shit, like, you feel what I'm saying? But let's get back into the content. His face, Popeye face, scene 2. You got him. That type of shit.
Now, what he in jail for? I told y'all the nigga was a goofball. See, it's a female that I know, right?
Uh-huh.
That know him.
That know Munchie, but
he don't even know.
And he don't even know.
That I know.
That you know. What do you know?
See, you playing with niggas with old school ways, nigga.
Oh, no, Papa.
Check me out.
No. Hold on. Let's
it's
go back to that.
It's a female I know that know him. He don't even know. What he in jail for?
Okay. When this shit had initially hit the internet, I don't know if y'all watched my video where I briefly talked about it and I said what his homies need to do. Yes, 2 charges, nephew. That's crazy. Let me see. Big Westside said on Yank Mob, he is not legally blind. Munchie B ain't legally blind. That nigga is legally blind. They say he get a motherfucking disability check for being blind and all this and all that. I know a few times I didn't call it out. The nigga have his glasses on, but he have his phone like this. And a few times I done caught him on a live of some sort, and the nigga be, you know what I mean? He be, you know, scrolling his phone and all this and all that. Like, and then when that double C blank situation came out, they said that he said that it was an accident. Nigga, how the fuck can you text if you blind? But I thought the nigga was legally blind. It's two different types of blind. Legally blind means that your vision is so impaired that it's hard to see within a certain amount of feet in front of you, but you can see, but you just can't see as regularly or as clearly as other people. And then I think they got some shit called medically blind when you can't see shit. That's like Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles. But it is some people that's considered legally blind because they don't have the seeing capacity that you and I have. So I heard Munchie was legally blind. But let's get into a few of these comments, and then we're gonna get back over here with Popeye. Belizean Bang says, imagine being Stevie Wonder in jail. Damn. Mike Bailey said, no man should be that happy to see another man locked up. Jays. On P's, I agree. You know, every time Munchie allegedly go to jail, I'd be like, man, free that brother. Man, you know, whoop, whoop, this, that, and third. The nigga take care of his kids. He shouldn't be in jail. And, you know, all this type of shit, man. Don't no real nigga want to see another nigga, you know, in jail. Like, man, especially when you know all the shit that we done been through in that motherfucker. Like, nigga, don't nobody want to put that shit on their worst enemy. Like, you feel what I'm saying? If a motherfucker transgressions was that fucked up, let the streets hold court in the streets. And let the streets be the judge, jury, and executioner of certain niggas that has these severe transgressions and offenses and all this type of shit. Nigga don't wish prison on nobody, dog. Even motherfuckers that didn't hurt my family. I won't go into, you know what I mean? But, yeah. Dom Kennedy says, checking ain't cheating. P's and Q's said, Kamika, salute. Kamika says, northbound, salute. Kamika, what is the deal? Belizean Bang says, 7-7 sometimes have friction with 9 deuce families. Oh, Popeye was playing neighborhood watch and called the police. He happy. Damn. This is crazy. Bro, he and Snoopy are joyous to see him locked up. You ain't supposed to wish jail on a motherfucker unless they predators. In that situation, I can agree with you. What Dabo just said, if it's a predator, but even predators, man, you know what I mean? Certain situations, but let me just shut the fuck up in regards to that. Forgive me. But I'm going to pin this. Demi Kennedy says the only way Munchie B can beat this case is if he said his getting. Oh, yeah, I already read that one. All right, let's go back to the bottom. Let's go to the bottom. Mike Bailey said, get them likes up, man. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, man. Can a nigga get a like? Can a nigga get a thumb up? Like, man, some shit a nigga shouldn't even have to request. If you know what a mission is, if you know what a motherfucker is on, man, you should automatically come in and like, all right, for shake it up, man. He done said some fly shit. He done said some real shit and gave a nigga a little laugh and all this and gave a nigga a neologism, a big ass word to use and incorporate in my vocabulary. Man, that should be mandated. Boop, 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 bam. Hit that motherfucking like button. Let me see. Popeye not like us. That's why I believe he called the cops, had word where Munchie was, saw the arrest from his car. That's some cold shit. He's half blind in his left eye. Medically blind could beat the case, but he is not. He telling shit, man. Popeye has said he knew a female that knows him for months. Backdoor type shit. His channel mostly about Munchie kind of creepy. Shit, this shit is crazy, big dog. Oh, they saying, hold on. I think they saying Popeye is the first one who broke the story. He just admitted it, talking about a female he know. Davo says, at Demon Kennedy, not going to work. If he was doing grid work, the firearms would be unloaded and locked in a container. Man, they hold the fuck up, man. They let grid workers. They allow grid workers to handle weapons. Like, this shit is crazy. What the fuck? So they got a container that these niggas. Oh, this shit is crazy. Hold on, man. Locked in a container. They were most likely loaded and not in a locked container, which is a crime in California. This shit is crazy. Hold on. Let's get back into the content, man. This shit is.
Oh, I told y'all the nigga was a goofball. See, it's a female that I know, right? That know him.
Right.
He don't even know that I know.
You know what?
So you playing with niggas with old school ways,
Pause. Now when old heads start talking about nigga, I got old school ways, or nigga, I got east side ways. You can bet your bottom dollar that is some treacherous, nefarious, or nefarious shit going on. There's some wicked shit that's about to go on or has going on when motherfuckers start talking about old school ways and east side ways. It's never, ever something good from a nigga saying I got old school ways and east side ways. Back in the days, right? Especially in Watts, you had certain ballers that affront you some work. Here, nigga, go get your money, right? And then they had their workers come and break in your house and steal the work. On my mama. And you got to pay that debt back. That's one of them old school tricks from back in the days, old school ways. What was some other shit? Man, there's so many old school ways that I can talk about, but it's always treacherous. It's always some crazy wicked shit when niggas say I got east side ways and old school ways. Hold on. East side tactics is what Insane Talk say. West Coast Music says facts. Big West Side said, Bobby, what up with that baby gangster situation? Shit, man. What? Come on, man. We talking about this. Come on, man. We talking about this, man. We'll get into that at another time. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I'm not being biased or none of that. That baby gangster situation is a real complex situation. And addressing that, when certain people address that, for them, it can potentially open Pandora's box. If you know what I mean. For those that know, they know, but right now I'm choosing to kind of stay away from that one just at the moment. Slimeball TV say that's an old school snitch way. Popeye just did niggas use go see a nigga spot blooming. They will get your spot rated Popeye on. Damn. That's some real shit. Niggas used to get nigga spot hit too. Oh, this nigga making too much money. Niggas will call, get your motherfucking spot hit. That's what I'm saying. When a motherfucker say I got east side ways and old school ways, is never nothing honorable that comes from that. Like, oh my mama. If individuals know cats that then use that word and something beneficial, advantageous, and positive and productive came from it, give me an example. When niggas say, man, I got east side ways, or niggas say, yeah, all right, keep on fucking with me, youngster. I got old school ways. That's, you know what I mean? Like, nigga, I can resort to some manipulation tactics that can put you in a bind, that put you in a position to where you crash out, or potentially be your motherfucking demise and your destruction. Keep fucking with me, youngster. You know what I mean? Sometimes we got to read in between the lines. Prolific TV say, what you trying to say? Yeah, I ain't what you trying to say. What I'm trying to say is what I'm on here saying. What are you trying to say in the video that you dropped to where you say you got old school ways? What I'm saying is this, and I believe that we're having trouble streaming to Facebook. This may be an issue on Facebook, and it is possible to stream was in it or deleted on Facebook. Like, god damn, hold on. Let me fix this technical situation. Hold on. Boom, I got that out the way. Hold on. To brother Prolific TV, brother Popeye, I am not one to beat around the bush. You have been knowing me since we were children, brother. I'm not one to beat around the bush. So being that you're here in the chat, this is what I'm going to say. What you said, it can be considered suspect, big dog. I'm not one to sugarcoat. I'm not one to beat around the bush and try to pretty shit up and all this and all that. If I feel a specific type of way, or if I have something specifically to say, I'm going to say that. I'm not going to sugarcoat shit or none of this and none of that, big dog. You know me. You didn't interact with a nigga and all this and all that. So what I'm trying to say is exactly what I am currently saying. the shit that you said in this video. Hold on, let me play it for you. Let me play your verbiage to you. And you tell me what you take from that. If you take yourself out of the equation and you're hearing this from somebody else, especially in this type of context with an individual that was just recently locked up for 2 pistol cases, and there's a whole lot of shit surrounding. Let's just get into the context.
That know him. He don't even know that I know. I told y'all the nigga was a goofball. See, it's a female that I know, right? That know him.
Now let's pause. Listen, dog, on PJ Watts, on Stevie Walla being like, I'm from the projects. Y'all know that. When I was in the projects and I was submerged in gang banging, when I was out there on some crazy ass shit that I take no pride in, right? Let me see how I can do this. We know how the streets operate. I am very versed. I am very skilled in street shit. So when a nigga say, man, I know a bitch that know this nigga don't even know I know this bitch that know him, that's basically indicating, that's insinuating, I can put this bitch up under this nigga to get my desired results. For me to effectively put this bitch in this nigga atmosphere, in this nigga circle, so that I can do either some wicked shit, some gangster shit, some crazy shit to this nigga, and he won't even be expecting it. If I'm wrong, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Man, I know a bitch that know that nigga. When a motherfucker say I know a bitch that know this nigga, that means I can sick this bitch up under this nigga to get my revenge or to get the desired results that I am looking for. Like, come on, man. Let's not play games and all this crazy type of shit. Like, come on. Anybody. Listen, I'm not on the internet to play games. I'm not in real life to play games. All this type of shit. I don't sugarcoat shit. I keep it a buck with you because I fuck with you and I call a ball, a strike, a strike. So when an individual come on the internet or even in real life, let's equate it to real life situations. If you politicking and you popping it with Bobby A and Bobby A say, man, I know a bitch to know that nigga. Like, what is that an indicator of? I can use this bitch to get up under him. Correct or incorrect? Let me know in the chat if I'm wrong. And I'm going to wait. I'm going to pause and we're going to get into this content. My bad working, Bobby Ye. That's my voice command. I'm talking through spelling shit wrong. Davo say, I didn't think so. Yeah. I don't think grid workers handle firearms. I was just responding to his theory. Oh, Mage, I got you. Straight from the gate said this. I ain't gonna see the internet and individuals who are on the internet. They're so sensitive to where I'm not going to even read the comment that Straight from the gate said, because it may be offensive to individuals who may have shallow egos or thin skin. So me just always trying to be compassionate, understanding and sympathetic and, you know what I mean, empathetic and all this type of shit. Like, you know what I mean? I cater to people's feelings too motherfucking much, cuz. And I pray to God that don't one day be my demise. Because even though let's bring it down a little bit. Let me have a Zen moment. Forgive me. You know what I mean? I was, you know what I mean, a little vexed. Let's get back to it. So Straight to the Gate said, this blank Popeye is in here, Bobby. Shout out to Popeye. Thank you for joining the chat, brother. Albert Alpo Martinez says, LOL, Slimeball TV say prolific TV. I would say it, bruh. You looking grimy out here like a rat. Plain, he meant to say plain. Plain and simple, you already know good, blood. I'm a solid Damu, I know. That shit, see, that's the thing, man. Now people gonna feel like I'm egging the shit on, or if I said it, because I'm reading what's in the comment and what's in the chat, like, man, it ain't me. It's them. Like, this ain't got nothing to do with Bobby Ye. Bobby Ye is commentating on content that individuals thought that it was prudent to put on the internet. See, we got to be more thoughtful of the subject matter and the content that we put on the internet and the timing that we put it on, because it can make us look some type of way. This ain't Bobby Ye. I ain't call nobody and say, hey, like, nigga, I ain't called nobody and said shit on Stevie. We got to be more intellectual. We got to be more prudent. Prudent means to be wise. We need to be more mindful of the shit that we see on the internet and the content that we upload to the internet because you open yourself up to scrutiny from any and everybody. That just is what it is. Let's get back into the comments. Straight from the gate said, Bobby, I can't even believe you let this, I ain't gonna say the word, in your chat after that. I ain't gonna even say that. I ain't gonna even say that because I'm still trying to be respectful and considerate towards the feelings of brother Popeye. But if you want to read it, this is what the brother said. If you want to read the other one, this is what the brother said, and it's a few more. Popeye said, bring me on. Y'all want to bring Popeye on? It's up to y'all. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Y'all want me to drop the link so Popeye can come on and have an intellectual conversation, intellectual dialogue? Kamika Willis says, crazy work. Prolific TV, which is Popeye, says, drop the link. Albert Alpo Martinez says, why would Ye block anyone? Man, I'm not blocking nobody. Davo said, yeah, what's your cash app? I want to donate to the channel. Man, I appreciate it. Listen, Davo TV on Stevie Walla Bing. If you donate to the channel, I'm going to take that donation, right? And I'm gonna provide receipts because it's not for me, right? But I'm gonna go feed the homeless. You know, I ain't want to brag about it and run my mouth about it, but that's what I did this morning. Me and my son, youngest mother, we went out and we fed the homeless. We gave them coffee, donuts, and sandwiches and all that. You feel what I'm saying? And that's why I said that if we are in a position to provide a need to the needy and we don't, you know, that's a major offense against humanity. Like, so I don't got no cash app. I got Chime, I got Zelle and all this and all that. You know, I put it up there and all this and all that. But if you do support the channel and send a donation on PJ Watch Crip, I'm gonna do something to kind of lessen the burden of individuals who are in this hot ass sun, individuals who don't have access to continual water flow or some type of water, food, and all this type of shit. I would do that, brother. Much love and respect. Shout out to you. Slamball TV say, then you happy your brother got locked up blind? It's not that much hatred in the world. Alpo says that's bitch ish. The broke ball says Popeye hater blood. This is Popeye calling me. Hey, I'm about to just bring you on, bro. The homie did a whole live about Popeye being under. I ain't gonna read that. I ain't gonna read that because I don't want nobody to think that I'm trying to disrespect them indirectly and all this and all that. Outpost says, fix up Popeye. I'm about to drop the link and let you on. Hold on, let me let this brother on. Hold on. So what we gonna do? I'm gonna drop the link, but we gonna watch a little bit more of this video. Excuse me. Hold on, let me drop the link for this brother. Drink a little water, man. Y'all keep that H2O in y'all, man, on the Renadales. Man, it's hot as a motherfucker, man. We out there blessing the people, man, and niggas sweating like a... I ain't gonna say that because then, they'll be tripping. All praise be to the Most High God, man. All right, Stacy Winstead says, Bobby, yeah. Why all of a sudden, Bobby, why? All of a sudden, is he getting defensive? After all these years, he should know you. I don't know. But we about to bring him on. I think I just dropped that link. Hold on. We gonna most definitely get a brother the opportunity to, come on and say what it is that the brother would like to say. Slumball TV say that's not solid. Wishing jail on no man. Belizean Bang says Ingle. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that word, but it's a Drake. It's a Draco song. Kamika Willis says 100 P's and Cruz said exactly. The broke boss says no. You right. Belizean Bang say why you dissing the wood? Nigga, I ain't dissing. Oh, he talking about oh boy, man. I'll be dissing over there. Like, you feel me? Hold on. All right, everybody is saying bring Popeye on. All right. Damn, this just took the turn for the... All right, we're going to bring him on, but let's just finish this segment right here, and we're going to bring Brother Popeye on to see what's going on.
He don't even know that I know.
But do you know?
So you playing with niggas with old school ways, nigga. So check me out. It's a female I know that know him. He playing with old school ways, nigga. Check me out. This
Hold on. Let me see how I can minimize this. Won't be surprised if IFG get the next federal indictment. And see, that be the type of shit that I be talking about, like on mic. You know, we get on the internet, we do all this back and forth, and all the time the feds is watching. They say, okay, yeah, these guys is up for it's good pickings. Let's see what these guys are involved in. Let's reach out to this dude. Let's go get that dude and have him to give us more information about Wooty Woo. See, we playing some deadly ass games at a deadly ass and crucial time. So we all need to shape up, fly right, and start better processing and understanding this shit called the internet. But let's let the brother finish giving his spiel. Like,
goofy ass nigga got caught in the park with 2 blowers, and the homie shook on him. Yeah, they got on and left him back there with the blowers. Now,
so you telling me, Munchie, you got niggas around you?
I think that's the conclusion of that video. If not, then we'll go back into it. But why go into the video? We got none other than the one and only Popeye in this motherfucker, man. Let's get into some content. Hey, hold on. I'm going to drop the link just in case anybody else want to jump on this motherfucker and ask this brother, you know, a few questions and all that instead of asking me as if I am him. I ain't him. I'm me, him, and so on and so forth. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I'm dropping this link for anybody else that would like to jump on and ask some questions of none other than Prolific TV CEO Popeye. That's the link right there. I wish I can keep reading the comments because it seemed like it's some heated exchanges going on in there. So without further ado, we're going to introduce Brother Popeye to the platform. Yo, what's the deal? What's your grievance with me, big dog?
the crowd go wild. The crowd's going wild. Popeye's in the house. What's happening, nigga?
What's the deal?
Check me out, bro. Hey, listen. At the end of the day, hey, man, y'all free to believe and think whatever y'all want to think, man. I don't, with all due respect, I'm not going to say nothing crazy, but I don't care. Nigga, first and foremost, nigga, I ain't never told on nobody. Nigga, I ain't no snitch. I don't play that shit. And I kind of got out of character just a minute ago, and was gonna hit your line and get at you off a line about this because I really ain't feeling that insinuation.
You know we can do that though. Like,
and I know for sure. Yeah,
on Stevie, on
yeah.
PJ.
Hey, we both with the business, and look, bro. I'm not. See, I've been humble, and I think I've been giving off the wrong impression. But I'm gonna hit you after this phone call, and then we could talk that or handle that like men or whatever.
On
But
listen, on
outside
PJ,
that,
no, hold on Steve-O, on Mike, on everything that I love and hold dear, my nigga, on PJ Crib. I'm willing to end his live right now, big dog. Like,
I mean,
like,
we can end the live, nigga, and I pull up. Just give me an address,
on
nigga.
PJ,
You know
just
what
pull
I'm
up, cuz on PJ Crib,
All
just
right,
pull
for
up.
sure. Just give me. Yeah, make sure you by yourself, cause I'm be by myself.